What is going on, guys? This is Michael Williams from Cartoon Universe, and we are once again back with the Star vs. the Force of Evil reviews. And this one's going to be a little different than the previous two because I've been having issues with my computer. And if I go too long, if I go too far over like 10-ish minutes, like yesterday's video was like 20 minutes, YouTube doesn't let me upload it correctly. I don't know what the problem is. I've tried multiple fixes. It's not working out. I did end up uploading yesterday's video, but it took forever and I don't have time for that today. So we're going to try to keep this short and sweet. I'm just going to give my general thoughts on the episodes. I'm not going to break every single thing down and give a synopsis and all that. I'm just going to give you my opinion, throw it out there, and see what you guys think, and then hear what you guys have to say about it in the comments. But man, these episodes were absolutely no joke. We had Demoncism, which was not quite what I was expecting, but it did have to do with Tom, which I was right about, and Sophmore Slump, which I basically predicted that one as well, which was about Marco kind of being down in the dumps after being home from Mewni, not being able to let go, and having a hard time adjusting to Earth. And there's just so much tragedy, so much beautiful tragedy happening all at once. So the big things, obviously, is the shipping, for sure. So Star and Tom are a thing. Ponyhead is even like, really, you guys? Seriously? You guys are really gonna do this right now? So that's a thing. That's basically a 100% confirmed thing. They were holding hands at the end of that episode. And they didn't, I don't think they let go at all either. So that was basically implying, symbolizing the fact that they are going to be staying together. And then now we have poor old Marco. He's not able to let go of his adventures on Mewni. I feel like part of this kind of goes back to, you know, the fact that he spent, what, 16 years, was it? In Hekapu's dimension, fighting all these people, and now he's just, I feel like part of him just wants that sense of adventure again, so he's clinging on to his adventures with Mewni and stuff. Obviously, part of it does have to do with Star, but yeah, it's a problem. So he's having a hard time adjusting to Mewni, or adjusting to Earth, coming home from Mewni. And we actually see Alfonso and Ferguson again, which I'm very surprised. We didn't see them, I don't think, at all in Season 2. Darren FC basically just like cut them off, and now she found a pretty good use for them. So that ended up being a thing, so that was pretty cool. And now we have the sad story of Jackie and Marco kind of breaking up. It was less of a breakup and more so Jackie letting Marco go, because she sees that Marco's really struggling inside. And he's really into Star, man. I think that's a thing that's gonna really, like I said, gonna cause some issues. It was really sad. It was just like they had this beautiful date and it was a great time. And I'm just like waiting because I just know it's gonna go wrong. I'm like, how is this gonna go wrong? What is gonna happen that's gonna trigger some type of fallout after this date? This went too well. There's no way this is ending like super happy. And yeah, I was right. He had the cape under his hood the entire time, and he's really holding on to Star and Mewni. So Jackie said, you know what, this is not healthy for either of us. Let's just end this. And it was just really sad to see. It was really sad to see her go. And again, this is exactly what I thought would happen, because Jackie's a really cool person. I didn't see this happening in a way that was like, you know, they had a fight, or Jackie did something really messed up, or Marco did something really messed up. It's just more so, you know what, Marco's not in a good space right now. This is not good for the relationship. Let's just end it. You know, it's all good. It's gooch. You know, we'll just end it and just stay awesome. That's basically what did she say? I think she said stay amazing or something like that. I was just like, oh man, the feels right now. So now we have Marco going to Mewni, and he just transferred there, interdimensional transfer student, because I guess Earth is doing that now for however reason. And now he's in Mewni. And we leave off with him in Mewni, and I don't think he ever discussed this with Star, or River, or Moon, or anybody like that. So basically, Marco is going to walk right into Star being with Tom now. Marco's going to realize his feelings for Star, and now that's going to make even more problems. And Marco and Tom's recent friendship is probably going to start crumbling because of it in some way, shape, or form. And it's going to cause this entire rift. And this is what I really love about Star. It's going to cause this entire rift, and it's going to even further complicate the issue with Eclipsa, because Eclipsa's trial is right around the corner. It's probably going to be happening very soon. We didn't see it happen this episode, so we're basically just sitting here and waiting for that Eclipsa trial, and it's gonna basically be this kind of intense thing with Star and Marco and Tom, and then also the Eclipsa trial happening. The next episodes are Lint Catcher and Trial by Square. And the descriptions are for Lint Catcher, Marco returns to Mewni, but questions where they should have returned at all. So, obviously, like I just said, it's going to be some problems. Stars with Tom now, he's just kind of a third wheel. He never really asked, like, Moon and River, could he stay with them? You know what I mean? Like, he's just kind of walking in there, and it's just really awkward and bad timing. And the next one is Trial by Squire. Star and Marco prepare for the Midnight Warrior blowout sale at Quest Buy. There's absolutely no way that that's what that is. There's no way that's all that episode is. That has to do with Eclipsa, I would assume, unless it's just a complete misdirection. I'd be very surprised if they just were like, you know what, nah, it's all good. So we'll probably be getting Eclipsa in some way, shape, or form next episode. I'd be surprised if we didn't. And Marco's going to show up, and it's going to cause a lot of problems. And this is what I really love about Star, is that they have their like love interest side plots interweaved with the actual plot. It actually has something to do with the overarching bigger picture of the story, and I really appreciate that. Even last season with Marco dating Jackie and Star getting jealous over it, it actually had long-term effects on Star as a character and moving her forward with Ludo and Toffee and all that stuff, and how the battle for Mewni went down. Like all of this completely accumulated together into something that was really great, and I think that makes these side plots all the more interesting, especially for people who might not really care too much for romantic side plots or anything like that. They might just want to get straight to the action. It really makes it a lot more interesting because you know that these are going to have bigger implications, and it's similar to like Civil War, where Hal, obviously just well, there is a forced romantic side plot, but in Civil War, what was so brilliant about it is it kind of left the Avengers all destroyed and tattered and separated, and there's a lot of tension, and it's just a bad time because now Thanos is going to attack Earth in Infinity War, and now they're all separated and they're just a mess. So it's going to be a similar thing where Marco is a mess. He shows up to Mewni at the worst possible time he could have, and now Star's dating Tom, and now there's going to be all this emotional rifts going on between the characters in the midst of Eclipsa being a problem. So I cannot wait for that. How they're going to kind of put that all together. But overall, these episodes are really good. They're really entertaining. Like I said, the comedy was on point. The seahorse dude at the store, it was just absolutely hilarious. A great social commentary on mind-numbing, boring, soul-crushing retail jobs. That's exactly what it feels like to work those types of gigs. I've been there, done that, and that was just really funny. Like I said, the comedy on the season so far, really strong stuff every time. And that whole Demoncism thing was not what I was expecting. I thought Demoncism was going to be sort of like racism, but it ended up not being the case. It was actually Tom trying to remove these little things that apparently cause his rage, and he's trying to better himself. But Star, teaches him that he doesn't need that. He could do it on his own, and he's really trying. And the important thing is that he is trying to better himself, and that he can if he's just, puts his mind to it. So that kind of brings them closer together. We get a really heartfelt, emotional moment when she's just kind of hugging him as he's struggling, and she's like, I'm here for you, it's okay. We see an interesting part where she kind of takes whatever spell they did on the handcuffs off, and she seems very surprised by that. So I don't know what happened there. It may have been her love for Tom or whatever it was. I think that's going to come into play somehow, some way, shape, or form. That could actually have to do with stopping Eclipsa, maybe bringing back the monsters and all that stuff. Kind of just expand, like just getting rid of the evil, which kind of goes back in the title. Getting rid of the evil, getting rid of the darkness. I guess through her magic because of her own personal being, and she's able to manifest that through her wand, through her magic. That'd be pretty interesting, but I don't think that was there for no reason. That was clearly something that they wanted us to pay attention to. So I think whatever spell she did there and whatever that effect was on that spell, I think that's going to come into play later on. But that's all I have for these episodes. Like I said, really great. They're hitting it really hard for every single episode. We have one more tomorrow, and then next week we're doing it all again. So be sure to look out for that. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can know when these reviews are going up. And if you enjoy this video, be sure to leave it a like. And let us know in the comments down below what you thought of these episodes. Are you excited for Tomstar? Do you feel bad for Marco, this poor guy? Let us know how you think everything's going to go down with these three characters in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I've been Michael Williams. You've been watching Cartoon Universe, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.